I'm Jamie from Divvy. How's everyone doing?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. So, yeah, how would everyone like to kick this off? I can go ahead and just kick it off if that works. Okay, cool, awesome, cool. All right. So, let me ask the group a couple of questions. Is anyone familiar with Divvy Homes? Has anyone signed up? Vanity is shaking her head. No.
No.
No. All right. Well, what we can do today is talk about Divvy and how we can help expand your business while helping out more clients at the same time. So let's keep this a little interactive. I'll ask questions to the group. If you have any questions about our process, feel free to unmute yourself, put them into the chat. I feel like questions are always good, and let's try to make it a little fun. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we can go ahead and jump into it. Thanks for having us in. Looking forward to presenting this information. Cool. Can everyone see my screen okay? Awesome. So hi, everyone. My name is Jamie. I am from Divvy Homes. I'm over here on the growth team. And what my role is to do is to train agents, make sure they understand Divvy. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. So if you're not familiar with Divvy Homes, we have a twist on the rent to own model. We're currently in 16 markets across the country. We started purchasing homes in Phoenix at the end of 2019. We are expanding in all of our markets. In the Phoenix market, we will be doing a big marketing push in the next few months. So if you start seeing some Divvy commercials, Divvy radio ads, and seeing us on Instagram, don't be surprised. We are going to be expanding pretty soon. So take a look out for that. And what we're here to do is to make homeownership accessible to everyone. So I'm sure that you're working with clients now. Maybe you've worked with clients in the past who either can't commit to a mortgage, they can't afford a mortgage, or they need a little bit more time. What we're trying to do is bridge the gap for those customers to move into a home of their dreams now, and they can actually buy it back from Divvy whenever they want. So they don't have to buy it now, they have the chance to buy it down the road. And for you as an agent, you can start turning those type of clients and customers into a home buyer by using our program. So for you as an agent, you'll earn a full sales commission on the transaction of the home. We're a strong cash offer with a 2-week close and no appraisal. So instead of working with those clients to find a typical rental, you're talking anywhere from $300 to $500 per commission. You can earn a full sales commission, really build your business with Divvy. For those who typically can't qualify right now. There's agents who do anywhere from 20 plus deals per year. There's agents who do an extra 1 or 2 deals a year with Divvy. So it's really up to you how you want to use Divvy as another tool in your tool belt. But we are a great option for any of those. Any customers that you're working with, whether they have good credit, whether they have bad credit. Let's talk about how this works. If you haven't signed up, we now have a promotion running in the month of May that if you sign up for an agent portal account, you can earn a $1,500 bonus by having your first offer accepted within 60 days. I'll show you how to sign up for a portal account. It takes about 2 minutes, and then you could start sending those invites over to your customers. So a couple different ways. You can either visit divvyhomes.com and click sign up in the right-hand corner, or like many restaurants out there, QR codes made a big comeback in the last couple of years. You can put your phone up right to that QR code, and you could sign up. It takes about 2 minutes. So I'll let everyone sign up really quick. Let me play some music that will, I typically like playing this song while people sign up. All right, cool. So hopefully that was enough time. And let's move forward. So who's going to be a good fit for our program and who's a Divvy customer? So these are going to be a list of different customers who could be a good fit. It's not exactly a one size fits all. So whether they're going to be first-time home buyers, those who are not mortgage ready, discouraged buyers, those who are relocating, or typical renters, what they can now do is use Divvy, find a house of their dreams, work on obtaining a mortgage, and they can buy it back from us whenever they want with a cash buyer. So it's not just for those who are kind of working on their credit or are kind of not able to commit to a mortgage. There's a variety of customers who can really fit the mold for what we have. So as far as how our program works, we'll talk about that, then the qualifications next. But high level, how this works is first you sign up for an agent portal account. Then you could start sending invites over to your customers. It is at no cost for your customer to apply to Divvy. So all they have to do is pass a soft credit screening and upload their income documents. If they're approved, they could start shopping for homes almost like a pre-approved buyer. They find a house within their budget of their choice. We buy that house in cash. You as the agent get paid. So it's almost like a three-step process. You invite your customer, they apply, it's free. They find a house of their choice. We buy that house in cash. You get the full sales commission on that transaction. The customer then signs a 3-year lease. Every single month that the customer is paying rent, they're also saving a little bit towards that down payment. What can the customer do? They can buy the house back from Divvy at any point at a predetermined price, but there is no obligation to purchase the home. 47% of all Divvy customers are becoming homeowners with our program. And I think that's largely attributed to the savings that we're helping them out each month with. So when the customer does apply, it just takes a couple of minutes. They'll have to pass a soft credit screening. They'll have to upload their income documents through the customer portal. And it takes us 1 to 3 business days to approve our customers. If they're approved, they could start shopping for homes on our website or through the MLS, and we're looking for active listings in your area. Once we do buy that house in cash, you would then get the full sales commission on that transaction with that lead. So when the customer is paying rent, they're also going to be saving, and we're really putting our customers on the path to becoming a homeowner with that savings. So the monthly payment will be composed of 2 different things, rent and savings. The majority will be rent. And the customer can purchase the house back at any point. They pick a third-party lender of their choice. They can buy it back anytime in those 3 years. If the house isn't right for them, that's okay. We charge a 2% relisting fee and we'll cash out their savings. I'm going to pause for a moment. Any questions so far before we continue forward? Feel free to unmute or put them into the chat box if you have any questions. Okay, Questions? Let's see here. There's questions coming up. Okay, cool. Robert has a question. So the only way to walk away is to list with you. So if a customer does walk away, we keep a 2% relisting fee that is pulled out of their savings. And then we put that home back onto our website. So we're not putting that onto the MLS, we're putting it back onto the Divvy site. So that 2% is not pulled out of your commission. You make a full sales commission, you are completely done. If the customer walks away, then that's taken out of their savings. Their savings is all the payments or just a portion. So that is going to be a good question. So let me show you an example. So if we're looking at homes within the Phoenix area, let me show you a live example on how this breaks down. So let's take a look at this home in particular. So if we're breaking this down on a monthly basis, we're going to see that the monthly payment is going to be $35.30 right here. Out of that $35.30, $30.65 will be rent, $465 will be savings. The down payment will be the 2%, 10%, $10,000 right there. So if they walk away, we'll cash out their savings that they accrued at that point. But if they want to buy with Divvy, that's how much they'll save at the end of 3 years. So they will be accruing savings each month. If they want to walk away, we will cash out how much they saved at that time period, but we keep a 2% relisting fee, and the 2% relisting fee will be the same at any point. I feel like I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit right now. Let's talk about the qualifications and we'll return back to this. So as far as the qualifications for our program, they're pretty straightforward. And what we're doing is we're approving customers for rent and savings. We're not a typical lender, so we're not a financial institution that we're providing them with a mortgage. We're approving them for rent and savings. And in order for our customers to be approved, we have to see a minimum FICO score of at least a 550. We're looking for those who have been employed at least for 3 months. So this is really great for those who just started a new job, who maybe are self-employed and don't have 2 years of bank statements or job history. We're looking for those who have been employed for 3 months. No bankruptcies or evictions in the last 12 months, and a debt to income ratio up to 50%. Again, there is at no cost for the customer to apply. And our customers have to put down a 1 or 2% down payment. So how much our customers have to put down and how much they're saving towards is going to be dependent on the lowest FICO score on the application. So anyone that is below a 600 will have to put down 2% and build up to a 10% savings. Anyone between a 600 and a 650, that's 2% down, building to a 5% savings. Anyone that is 650 and above can either put down 2%, save on their own, or just put down 1% and build up to a 5% savings over 3 years. So again, on the left-hand side of the screen is going to be their initial down payment. On the right-hand side is going to be the savings that they're building towards at the end of 3 years. So if I'm going back and looking on our website, you'll see all of our options. right here. So if we're going to look for homes within the Phoenix area, let's look by a monthly payment. Let's say $2,650. Or let's just look at this house. So when we're looking at this house, we're going to see a couple of different options. We're going to see the list price here. We're going to see the monthly payments, and we're also going to see our buyback prices. So we're going to focus on these monthly payments. And what I want to focus on is the different pricing that we have here. So when I'm breaking this down, we're going to be looking at the 2% down, building to a 5% home savings. So what does that mean? So we're going to see a 2% down payment, and we call this a down payment, not a security deposit, because we want our customers to feel like this is going to be their forever home. And they're building to a 5% savings over 3 years. So on a monthly basis, we're looking at a $2,225 monthly payment. Out of that $2,225, $1,980 will be rent. $245 will be the savings component. That $245 goes into an interest-bearing account every single month. And by the end of 3 years, that customer will have saved $15,489. They can use that towards their down payment. So we're really putting them on a path with that savings. But let's say the house isn't right for them. That's totally fine. They'll cash out that $8,820 that they accrued at that point. But we keep a 2% relisting fee to put the home back onto our website and start the process all over again. So again, on the monthly basis, $2,225, $1,980 will be rent, $245 will be savings. That is going into an account. We're putting them on a path to have that home savings down payment available. As far as the buyback prices go, we're going to have two different buyback prices. We're appreciating these homes roughly about 7% year over year. And these are going to be locked in at these time periods. So if the customer wanted to buy the house back from us, whether it be month 5 or month 15, it really is going to be the same price. So at month 15, if the customer wanted to buy the home back from Divvy and it appraises at $380, we're still going to sell it back at $287. If it appraises at $285, we're still going to sell it back at $287. So those prices will be locked in. I know that your market is appreciating pretty rapidly. So we like to think that hopefully these homes would appraise very quickly to the value. Question, all homes will require 2% down payment. So most customers qualify for the 2% down payment. So if anyone's above a 650, they can put down 1%, but most customers, the average Divvy customers, will put down 2%. And all this pricing is going to be located on every single listing. So if you're interested in finding a particular address, you can actually look on our site. So if you had an address that someone is very interested in, you could type in that address here. So if I just type in like 150, let's say they're interested in 150 Douglas Avenue in Coolidge. That will populate here, and you'll see all the pricing too. As far as the homes that we do purchase, so we're looking for move-in ready houses that are not fixer-uppers. The HVAC needs to be less than 18 years old. The roof needs to be in good condition. no foundation issues, must be rental code compliant, no mobile or modular homes, fee simple or single family homes only. So we're looking for good houses in good shape, and we also do buy new construction, but the home must be ready to close within 90 days. What we will not buy are condos, pre-foreclosures, foreclosures, short sales, auction properties. If it can't pass, so that's something to keep in mind. And we are buying homes in Phoenix up to 575. So it used to be 475 a few months back. We know that your market is moving very quickly. Prices are skyrocketing. So we're buying homes up to 575. Cool. Let's pause for some questions. I know I'm moving through this information real quick. Before we jump onto the website and start looking at a couple more things, any questions about anything I've covered so far? Vanity is shaking her head, says no. Looks like no questions. Cool. So when we are searching for homes, again, you can look up here if there's a particular address. Let's say, again, if your customer is interested in 150, they find something on Zillow, let's say 150 West or whatever, 5960 West Oregon Avenue, unit 150 here. They could find our information on each listing, or they can look through the metro area. These are houses that are for sale, so these are active listings. Divvy does not own these homes yet. Once the customer finds a house of their choice, let me mute that. Once they find a house of their choice in the agent portal, this is where you do everything as an agent. You then want to initiate an offer. So you just put in that client's name, type in that property address, and it's really easy to initiate an offer. We'll ask a couple of questions, the condition of the home, if there's any other cash offers, if there's a submission deadline. Once you submit that information over to us, our offers team calls you within 2 hours. You'll have a conversation with our offers team. We'll work with you to write up the contract, and Divvy actually writes up the contract for you. We'll return it back to you on a standard state form with proof of funds and a cover letter explaining who Divvy is. You could then present that over to the listing agent and the sellers. So we write up the offer for you. We provide it back to you. You could submit it. Keep in mind, we're a cash offer with no appraisal and a 2-week close. If we go under contract, we then schedule and pay for an inspection. We'll need your help with that inspection. Once we get the inspection report back, we ask the sellers a credit for the repairs that we find. The sellers can either give us a credit or they can do some repairs themselves, but most of the time they actually provide us a credit. We close in 2 weeks. The day after closing, the customer can move in. And the day of closing, you're in a full sales commission. So pretty easy. And to start the process, you just initiate an offer right here. I ran through that pretty quick. Again, what questions does anyone have about initiating an offer, our closing process, inspection, anything along those lines? So we don't make an offer the traditional way. So we write up the contract for you and we return it back to you, and you present the offer in a traditional way, but you don't actually write up the offer. And who's going to be on the purchase agreement is going to be Divvy. So we will be the client. So you initiate an offer here, we call you, we write up the contract on a standard state form, and we return it back to you on .loop. How quick is the turnaround? We need to be pretty quick in this market. Once you initiate an offer, it takes us 2 hours to call you. Once we have that conversation, it takes about an hour or so to write up a contract for you and return it back. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like to think so. Cool. As far as inviting your clients, it's super easy. You just want to click invite. You could enter in that client's name, that email address, and send that on over to your clients. So if it's John Smith, I'm just going to put in John Smith. And send that over to John. He'll receive an email saying you've invited him. He could start on the application process. It's completely free at no cost for him to apply. So if you have someone who's interested, they might as well apply. It's only a soft credit pull to see how much buying power they can have. We also do have some marketing materials right here. We have some marketing guides, social media, postcards, door knockers, email and text drip campaigns, brochures, lots of great info here. We have agents who are closing 30+ deals a year. And we also have a marketing webinar that we present every Tuesday on how they are closing and finding those leads. Some training, some agent FAQs. So this is also available for you as well. What is the rent increase each year? Is it capped at a certain percentage? Great question. So the rent will increase between $15 and $50 per year. It's going to be on a per property basis. We don't have a set escalation rate, but they'll know exactly how much they'll pay in rent before they even move into the home from year 1 to year 3. So that is going to be very transparent and they will know that information. A full sales commission, I presume, is the MLS co-broke. Exactly. Yes. So whatever the MLS is, the listing agent's providing in the MLS, that's what you'll receive. Divvy is not involved in the commission whatsoever. We'll actually be, the client will be the person who is on the PA, and ultimately your client is going to be the Divvy customer. So it gets a little confusing on who is exactly going to be buying the home. It's going to be Divvy, but your client will be the Divvy customer. How is this better than Home Partners of America, or is this about the same? We're really different than Home Partners. Oh boy, where do I start? We are very, very different. Okay, we'll start from the top. They have a $75 application fee. We do not have any application fee. It's completely free. They look for a 580 credit score. We look for a 550 credit score. We purchase homes up to 575 in Phoenix. They look for homes up to 500. Less than 5% of all the customers have purchased the house back from them. Ours is 47%, so we're 10 times the rate of the buyback as well. Our buyback prices are going to be a little bit more modest as opposed to theirs. Theirs are going to be more expensive at those time periods. Our customers can make cosmetic repairs over to the home. If a Home Partners customer wanted to make any sort of paint or carpet repairs, they had to have permission in order to do so. Our customers, if they wanted to paint a dinosaur mural on the wall, they can go nuts. They don't have to get permission. So what else? We auto enroll our customers into free credit counseling once they move into the home. Home Partners does as well, but it's not auto enrolled. What else am I thinking here? That's quite a bit of information. Home Partners is a great product. If they want the flexibility of just renting a house for sale, that's great. Oh, the largest difference, we help our customers save. Each month, there's going to be a portion of their monthly payment that goes into an interest-bearing account. Home Partners, it's just straight rent. So we're really putting our customers on that path to becoming a homeowner and achieving the American dream. That's with our savings, and that's largely attributed to why so many people are buying a house back. So that's actually the biggest difference that I didn't highlight on. So that's going to be a big difference there. Can clients search for Divvy inventory homes, those that others did not complete the lease purchase and moved out? If they want to, let's say they move into a Divvy home and the house isn't right for them, they'll have to start the application process all over again. There's no like transferring of Divvy homes, but that's another difference with us and Home Partners is that once somebody uses Home Partners, they can never use the program again. Divvy, they can do so if they choose to, but they would have to reapply. It does seem that your upfront cost is higher with you, which is at risk if they end up not buying and walking away. So we will look for a 1 or 2% down payment in first month's rent in order as far as upfront cost. Again, we do call this a down payment rather than a security deposit. The reason for that is that we want people to feel like this is their house, right? And they're really working to becoming that homeowner so they can make repairs. We're helping them save. They're building their credit. They can buy the house back from us. But life happens. It's not going to fit for everyone. They walk away, that's okay. It's going to be a 2% relisting fee. Home Partners does have a security deposit, but from what I've heard, it's really tough to get that security deposit back. So apples to apples, it's going to be very different. But we are really working with customers who want to become homeowners. And I think this is going to be a great solution for those type of clients. All right, question for everyone. Who is going to send an invite today? Put it into the chat. Maybe no one, maybe a couple. All right, cool. So hopefully you'll be sending invites. Cool. Jose says he'll try. Awesome. Just as far as going back to like some marketing, we have these different marketing materials here. A lot of agents have a lot of success using Facebook Marketplace. And again, we do have a marketing webinar every single Tuesday. And you could find all that information in our training section. So we have a new agent training, we have marketing webinars, YouTube videos, and some helpful PDFs as well. So definitely check those out. If you have any general questions, send me an email. My name is Jamie, Jamie, at divvyhomes.com. If I can't find the information or the question, I will point you in the right direction and get that answered for you. Could buyers move their savings to another Divvy inventory home that works better for them at the time of purchase? Example, they move in on 3-2 and 3 years later, they have 4 kids and the home is too small. Would they lose that 2%? If they move out of that home at any point, then they will be charged that 2% relisting fee. So there is no transfer of a Divvy property. We put a lot of time, money, and resources into purchasing a home on behalf of a customer. So if they want to leave, they'll be charged that 2%. They can always purchase the home from us, and that way they own the home, and they could sell the home if they wanted to. Otherwise, they would be charged at 2% relisting fee. Sure, cool. All right. The last thing I'll show you guys is if you have any client-specific questions, you can always send us an email at partners@divvyhomes.com. And just remember to include their email address. So that's the way that we really look through our system, is with email addresses. Or you can give us a call at the number listed there. Yes, I will send out a copy of these slides to everyone on the call. And that way you can have that information. And just, if you have any questions, just reply back. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for taking the time to chat. Any other questions or anything I can answer at this time? Cool.
Nope, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Melissa. Thanks everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.